Okay. All right, Melissa, this is our setup part. You may or may not want to edit this out. Let's see. Hi, I'm Charlie Gandy. I'm on the X-Tex with Cookie and Richard. I should get the names right.
TikTok.
TikTok, Cookie, and Freestyle, otherwise known as Charlie, Richard, and Pam. This is our mile 400 update. From mile 400, roughly, we're at a hotel a little bit further than that in Blanco, out in the hill country. Today is what, the January 25th? And so we started New Year's Day at the Louisiana border on the X-Tex and have been hiking roughly 20-mile days, taking a few days off here and there. We're taking a longer break here because of the weather. Everybody knows there's a storm. It's ice outside here, and we're spending the night, and we're evaluating it on a day-to-day basis. Otherwise, things have gone well, and so we did an update of the first 150 miles. Here's the last couple of weeks that we've been out, and it's been exciting. I, as a guy who kind of dreamed it up and have been shepherding it through to where we have it today, along with a solid team, I'm excited about what I get to share with people, and these guys have been great company with me on this. They're helping me see it from different perspectives. They're veteran hikers from Pennsylvania, and so they've seen all of this before in some other hike, and in fact multiple times. So I'm getting a good schooling from them on all facets of this, including the social aspects of it. And so, welcome. We've become buddies here. Pam, what do you think about that? The last segment here, which is basically mile 150 to 400.
Well, things have changed a little bit. We've moved from different kind of vegetation, forest ecology, pine forests, and the middle part has been like flat, open fields, lots of big ranches, less trees, which is not convenient if you have to get off the road and go to the bathroom. But it's nice scenery to look at, big huge fields, lots of cows, and it's still fairly flat, but now we're easing into the hill country, which we're all looking forward to because we need those hills. Walking on continuous flat kind of tires your legs out more. I think once we get some hills and it's a little harder, it's going to be easier on our legs, and it's just the variety. So that's some of the changes that I've seen, and still been pretty warm except for now. It's 17 degrees outside, but
yeah, we've had pretty good weather.
Yeah, we
room
have that.
temperature for the most part.
Can't complain about the weather, and people in Texas keep saying, well, you have to remember this is winter, and it's like, well, okay, and their winter though is like 4 days here, and then they'll go a couple weeks with some good weather, and then another 4 days. So it's not going to last long, but it is really cold. It's as cold here as it is back home in Pennsylvania.
This morning.
Yeah.
Which is why we're hibernating right now in Blanco.
Yeah, we're enjoying the couple of days of just laying around and eating and watching TV.
We call it a spa day on the trail where I'm come from, and I relish these days. It's an excellent. In all seriousness, resting is important in these long distance marathons, and so to just give our legs a break for a couple of days is valuable, and I'm happy to multitask and not be trying to do it or getting out of the weather at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
What do you think, Richard?
Oh, I think it's been an interesting section. We're still meeting lots of nice people. I think more people know about us now. I think word's spreading because a lot of people are really waving when we go by, so they kind of must recognize who we are. We almost picked up a dog, which I think would help us as far as our popularity goes.
We learned that from the Buddhas.
Yeah, He followed us for maybe a mile, but then we lost him. So maybe it's just not meant to be.
Oh, but the friendly Uber driver yesterday said that she had a dog that she'd be willing to give us.
Yeah. Trail magic, I guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of trail magic, yeah, we've had more than our share. Kathleen O'Brien, that lives outside Burton, treated us to a great guest house and a fancy meal at a local steakhouse. And then the next day, her yellow striped cat named Cheeto bought us breakfast at the cafe that we were walking past. And so that was very pleasant. And tell them about Smithville. Tell them about that cafe in Smithville.
Smithville.
That's
Red
the
Rock.
Comfort Cafe.
Oh, the Comfort Cafe was run by addicts as kind of a different take. They'll cook you. I guess, do they do breakfast and lunch?
Yes,
Yeah.
on those 3
On the
days.
And it's
weekends.
donation only, so you donate. And I think they use the money to help the people recover from their addictions and have programs and classes during the week. I think they're only open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday maybe. And then they go to classes the rest of the week. But very interesting decor for the cafe, and just an interesting town and place.
We've had other people put up, including Galaxy Bikes in San Marcos. Thank you, Andrews. That was sweet. Where else have we?
Your friend
The
Dawn.
cafe, yeah.
Our friend Don Garner put us up. We need to go to Austin
Yeah.
for an overnight, and
Yeah.
Don's. I'll tell you stories about Don in another. But he is very much a part of the X-Tex and the project that we have going on.
He,
It amazes me. We camped behind a steakhouse in Red Rock, was it?
Red Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very interesting how the people, you get into a town and you just start talking to either people in the restaurant, your waitress or whatever. Tell them what you need. You need a campsite for the night. People bend over backwards to find a church. We camped behind the restaurant that night in the big yard they had. So camping has been definitely easier than I thought it would be.
We haven't been arrested yet.
yet.
No, it has. Well, maybe I know we look pretty rough, and but people are curious about us, and yeah, they tend to want to. They're finding a way to help us out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were walking the other day and we saw Charlie in front of us and there was a man in a uniform approaching him and I thought, where did that sheriff come from? Well, here was a game warden and there was a vehicle parked up by the road. He didn't, no one was in it, so he thought maybe it was our vehicle and it wasn't, but he was quite excited to hear about the trail and about, what Charlie's working on here and
Yeah, he's an ultra runner.
Yeah.
When he found out I wasn't poaching, he was excited about talking about the trail. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and when we were at your friend Dawn's in Austin, he, he showed us some of the finer things of Austin. We went to a bar
Yeah.
and
Cultural.
cultural things. Okay, and what do we have there?
The chicken shit bingo.
Bingo.
We lost.
We lost. Yeah, we lost. We didn't win anything. Those darn chickens, they just wouldn't go on our number.
Well, we had a good time.
We drank Shinerbach and we had a good time.
Yeah, listened to a good band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
The place was
country
packed too. I
music.
couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like 4:00 on an afternoon.
Yeah.
Some of the finer things.
Oh yeah. We've had some good campsites out in the woods along the way. It's relatively easy to do when we needed to. The towns are relatively close, and so sometimes we had some 20-mile carries, which is a day's worth of water. But as cool as it's been, we haven't been drinking as much like we would if we were trying to do this in the summertime or in true heat. It's been mild temperatures, and so we haven't consumed as much water as we expected, and and we've been mapping water sources as we've gone along, and we'll be updating the Ride with GPS and Far Out maps about that.
Yeah, I don't think we've used our water filter for a long time.
No.
Right.
That we've been
no.
able to pick up
Yeah.
water in towns
Yeah.
when we go through really easily. So the water situation has been good in that respect.
And Charlie's modeling a gift
Oh.
from the library in Martindale. We were sitting, Richard and I were sitting on the porch while he was over talking to the mayor. And the library lady says, come in, come in.
Yeah.
So we went in, he says, what y'all doing? And we sat there and talked with her probably for half an hour, and they ended up giving us bookmarkers and t-shirts.
T-shirts, they're great. Martindale is one of those special places that those of you that do the trail are going to get to discover. Even if you just take a stroll out of San Marcos over to Martindale, you're in and out of the San Marcos River and on trails and back roads, and it's a special place.
And we still haven't lost any weight, so.
No, we've been eating well.
Yeah,
We ate
very
some
well.
great barbecue in Lockhart. Joan Marie, who's got a ranch there that is one of our special early supporters of the trail. She wants her place to be a trailhead where people can come and hop onto the trail and go to Martindale or head over there to Red Rocks and sleep behind the steakhouse. We didn't lose any weight. We met a lot of people, and so we preloaded for the western part of this trail. That is, we're 400 miles in. We got 1,000 to go, and as we tell everybody, when we get to Rock Springs and beyond, that's where the girls get the women are separated from the girls, because that's when it gets serious. And so I'd make the case that east to west, is a pretty good direction to go, not only in our conditioning, but also, generally speaking, we had either no wind or a tailwind of some kind. I can only think of a couple of times we had headwinds.
Right.
And
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
yeah. You guys have any other thoughts on that? It's a blur, isn't it? That's part of the problem.
I'm looking forward to getting at the end of this section coming up here. I have another brother in Texas here in Kerrville. And it sounds like we're going to have another family reunion because my niece in San Antonio wants to come down and my brother wants to come back from Houston. So we're going to.
That's great. It's great you're putting that out there, because here, we want to invite people to come out and walk with us. We're about to go, we're basically going from Wimberley to Blanco, then Blanco up to Lukenbach down to Comfort and Center Point, and then over to Kerrville. And then from Kerrville out to Lakey and beyond. That's all in the next week and a half or so. And so you can find us on our website, as you know, xtexas.org. We're keeping up with where we are. And come on out and do a few miles with us. Try not to go too fast. We're only good for about a 3 mile per hour pace. And but we do like to get up early. We tend to get up and start moving about 6. We get our 10 miles by 10 o'clock in pretty easily. And then we mosey along until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. We got our next 20 in, and so we're usually that's a pretty good pace, and we've kind of, I think our muscles are conditioned for it now better than they used to be, and we're enjoying the ride, and we invite y'all to come out and get a taste of it.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
Pretty much it. Looking forward to the rest of it.
Yeah, looking forward to the rest of it. And especially, Charlie has promised me that there's no more dogs going to chase us.
I'm told that's
Once we get past that.
Lawrence and Kerrville, that's who we're talking about here. I'm holding you to that. He says past I-35, you can put away your dog spray, and because out here for some reason they don't care. And but he's there. It's a good idea to have back east. Anyway, we're testing that theory as well.
Yeah.
Great to be with you. We'll see you in another couple hundred miles.
Come join us.